gentlemen, Britain's top light entertainer, Vic Reeves.
Welcome to Vic Reeves' Big Night Out. I am Vic Reeves, Britain's top light entertainer, and thank you for joining me tonight. Let's start off with a tender song about some of the things in life that I enjoy sniffing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love the smell of manure. I love the smell of the poor. Come on now, let's have a look at him. Come along now, let's have a sniff of him. Come along now, let's have a little bit more. I love the smell of a flannel. I love the smell of an old oak panel. Now I love the smell of the hair of a spaniel. Come along now, let's have a look at it. Come along now, let's have a sniff of it. Come along now, let's have a little bit more. Yeah. I love the smell of a mixed grill. I love the smell of Vince Hill. I love the smell of Enos Espadrilles. Come along now, let's have a look at him. Come along now, let's have a sniff of him. Come along now, let's have a little bit more. Yeah. I love the smell of Kung Fu. I love the smell of Whipsnake Zoo. I love the smell of Lulu's hairdos. Come along now, let's have a look at him. Come along now, let's have a look at him. Come along now, let's have a little bit more. Let's have a little bit more. Let's have a little bit more. Yes! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And yes, thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Tom Selleck.
I'll tell you, hey, that's really started off with a bang singing about lard and that, hasn't it?
All right, thank you very much,
Should
Tom.
have talked about my new trunks. That would have been smart.
Thank you, Tom. Not too much work recently.
Not so much, no, really.
Thank you very much, Tom. Now clear off. Ladies and gentlemen, you would not believe what is going on backstage. I was round the back of the studio in an alley. Richard Stilgo pushing a wheelbarrow full of milk, bombing along. Milk going everywhere. Little finches hovering above it. I would imagine he's probably late. Anyway, later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be meeting a woman, an old woman. She'll be spreading a lot of corned beef all over the stage and then driving a herd of swans through the smallest keyhole in Britain. I think we'll be looking forward to that anyway, won't we? But during the course of the evening, that's, ladies and gentlemen, during the course of the evening, I will be assisted by my partner and assistant, Les. Let's have a big round of applause for Les. That's Les, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now, as we know, Les will be assisting me during the course of the evening, as I said before, but before we go any further, let's have some Les facts. Deep beneath these studios is a labyrinth. That's a labyrinth of catacombs of labyrinths. And in there's a lot of Les facts, and I think on the ticker tape now I can get some out. There we go. Les fact number 1 is Les apparently was once the lead singer in Japan. Les is fascinating, isn't it? Les fact number 2. Les apparently loves a spirit level. And he can't help but raise a smile whenever he sees one, and I've got a spirit level here, ladies and gentlemen, look.
Oh, Les. But on the other hand, Les fact number 3 is Les. Oh, has a terrible inordinate fear of chives. And I just happen to have some chives. Oh. He can't stand the sight of them. It turns his stomach. Les fact number 3. Just get it out there. There it goes. Les fact number 3. Les, as a child, was under the power of a mysterious voodoo child from Peterlee. And I, in fact, have the voodoo doll here. Do you recognise that, Les? You recognise it, do you? Isn't that extraordinary? Well, now then, Les will be, as I said before, assisting me during the course of the evening. Have you ever wondered, ladies and gentlemen, what do you do with those old, worn-out denim jeans? They're faded, they have holes in the knees, you can't possibly wear them with any degree of pride. What do you do with the denim? Well, I've come up with a few tips now that you might like to do. The first one is, and Les will, I hope, demonstrate these for me, I've come up with this rather attractive tea bag holder made out of denim. I've livened it up with a little button there, pop it round your neck. You're out in the forest trying to sell anchovies to pygmies and you want a cup of tea, you don't have any tea bags. Oh, of course I do, yes, in me little denim tea bag holder. Another thing you can do is I've made this rather attractive and dashing telescope out of denim. By using the relevant concave and convex lenses, you can make this rather attractive and dashing, as I said before, telescope, and you might like to try that as well, Les. Isn't that brilliant? Brilliant. Now, the fact that you're in the kitchen. Let's say you're in the kitchen. You're boiling up a load of cockles for the priest who's coming around. Or some sesame seeds. And what do? You've got about 6 or 7 hours to spare and you don't know what to do. Take some kitchen implements. I've taken this simple ladle and I've tied a maul on the end of it, you see. You can do that quite easy. You take a scrubbing brush. Everybody has a scrubbing brush in the kitchen. And a ray gun you can often find underneath the fridge. Then you take this. Everybody has one of these in the kitchen. It's the Sean Connery mask. You pop on the Sean Connery mask and the maul starts to fly. I think we can get up to about Mach 1 out of that there. You take the ray gun. Those little moles, they can't wait to escape. The ball's flying around your head, you take the scrubbing brush and you furiously scrub the ray gun. Where the dickens does the denim come into it? I can hear you cry. What do you see? I've sellotaped a little bit onto the handle there. There's some things you can do with denim. Bye-bye, everybody, bye-bye. There goes Les. Watch out for that ley line, Les. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet my first guest of the evening. Please stand. And that includes the viewers at home. Please stand and welcome the man with the stick. Sit down, that's it. Don't give him too much encouragement. What do we say when we meet a man with a stick?
What's on the end of the stick, Vic?
What's on the end of the stick, Vic? We cry out. I wonder, are you going to reveal what's on the end of your stick tonight? Come and join me, ladies and gentlemen. Come and join me, ladies and gentlemen. Come and join the man with the stick. I tease, man with the stick. Put your stick down, that's it. Pat it down. Come and join me over at the desk area. Oh, man with the stick, what a terrific helmet you've got on tonight. And you did all the... Well, let's have a look. Careful of your arm. It is very precious. Let's have a look at that. The feeling you get on a sunny day when you're listening to Level 42. And I think we all have that feeling sometimes, don't we? What else have we got? We've got a leech drinking some port out of a test tube. acts, an eater gazing at a thimble, a 2-ton weight hovering above a sampler. Yes, the back. Can we say the back there? It looks to me like, well, what's this? We've got Spandau Ballet on a hang glider, spying on a tar factory. That's the sort of thing they get up to regularly, isn't it? Well, man with a sick, what a terrific helmet, and you made that helmet yourself. Have you been investigating anything recently?
I most certainly have.
What? Oh. What have you been looking at?
I've been looking at the safety standards in this particular building, actually.
Right. I'll tell you, I've been looking at them recently.
I'll tell you, I'm none too happy. I don't know about you. You're looking good, but I don't know how you feel. For example, this podium you've got here.
Right.
To a pensioner, it's a post office counter.
Oh.
They'll put on, slap the gyro book down, and they'll be working here for weeks.
Terrible.
Terrible. I'll tell you another thing, right? I'll bring my little nephew one set, right? Bring him on, I'm playing with him, tossing him up and down, all these lights and things. His little booties get snagged in them.
Snagged? Get called up there?
Under me nephew.
Don't come down for years. Stay up there.
Where's me bleeding nephew on show? I want him a clue.
He's up there, he's hanging there, isn't he? I tell you what, I always noticed these lights. You say a pigeon could land on one of them lights.
Hey?
Are you trying to turn me on? Are you trying to have me on?
Sorry, but you got a terrible spot here. I don't know what to do out of
I told you not to mention that spot. You had to mention it though, didn't you? You just came on and I told you not to mention the spot, but you couldn't let it lie.
But it's going to come to a head.
You couldn't let it lie. You had to mention the spot, you couldn't let it lie. You couldn't let it lie. You couldn't let it lie. Get off with you. Take your stick and clear it off.
Oh, if it bursts, you'll come round running to me, won't you?
Get away from me. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the stick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you know, I was listening to a record the other day by Bread, and a shire horse jumped out of one of the grooves and attached itself to my neck, causing an earthquake. Oh, did it? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to take a break now, and during the break, a commercial break, what I like to do is have a nice side of beef. Really is rather tasty. And I think Leslie's going to bring me on now this delicious side of beef, which is from Bakers, the Butchers of Windermere. And I'm going to be enjoying this during the course of this break. See you right after this break. Welcome back, for Christ's sake, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Victory's Big Night Out. And you know it, I really enjoy that beef. Part 2, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking at some of those acts of tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's tomorrow. And I think we can do that now by taking a trip to Novelty Island. Novelty Island, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, tonight at Novelty Island we're going to be encouraging some of the acts of tomorrow to come into the paddock area. And isn't it a beautiful paddock area? And in there, you see, we've got the tussock, or we like to call it the hillock in the business. Some of the acts of tomorrow will be coming in there via the gate and performing their turn on the tussock. And let's, without any further ado, introduce the first act. That's act number 1 at Novelty Island, who is Graham Lister, and he's going to be performing his turn, Lard for Laughs. Graham Lister. Graham is a chemist from Nuneaton. His favourite nut is the cashew nut, and he enjoys punishing watermelons and barking at fridges. Graham, lard for laughs. What are you going to be doing tonight?
I'm going to extract 3 laughs from using lard and some other implements.
And you're going to start with... Well, start your act.
I'm going to
laugh
start with laugh number 1.
OK, carry on. There's a bit of salt there.
I pour some salt into the paddock area and drop the lard onto it. Lard.
Well, that raised the chuckle there, Graham.
Excuse me.
Yes?
For laugh number 2, I will force the lard through the cut-out eye holes of Mickey Rourke, the pop star.
Mickey Rourke isn't a pop star, though.
Mickey Rourke.
He's a film star.
Mickey Rourke is currently in the charts. I asked my news agents if you want to take it up with my news agents, you're more than welcome.
Carry on, if you don't mind. Mickey's... Go on, then. All right, then, Graham, and laugh number 3 is...
You have had your 3 laughs.
No, 2
Drop
laughs.
the lard onto the salt. I put it through the pop singer's nostrils, and I also comically said the words...
So, lard is laugh number 3, is it?
It is in my little world.
And what a very small world that must be, Graham. Thank you very much, Graham Lister. Act number 2 is Judith Grant with Dusty the Caterpillar. She is a retired chemist's daughter and enjoys stuffing peppermints up drain pipes, and her favourite hair care product is Studio Line. And apparently Dusty is a sighing caterpillar.
Yes, that's right.
He's going to sigh for us tonight, is he?
Yes?
All right. All right, I'll put the microphone on, shall Hey, isn't that it? That's you doing it with your lips, isn't it?
No.
Judith Grant and Dusty the sighing caterpillar. Act number 3 on Novelty Island is George Hooper from Whitby, who is the heretic. He's a fine after-dinner speaker, although he enjoys sitting alone in his loft toasting football managers past and present. Into the paddock area. I'm sorry, I can't... Into the paddock. That's it. That's it. Go on, clear it off. George over the heretic. Nick off. Qualified due to lack of getting into the paddock area. Act number 4 is Mr. 45. Mr. 45 is Matthew Jonathan Henderson Slick Richards, 45 letters in his name, from Libya in Kent, Isle of Wight, off the coast of New Mexico. 45 letters in that as well. He is 45 years old, has been married for 45 years, and has 45 children, all aged between 4 and 5. Mr. 45. Into the paddock with you. Hey! Mr. 45 is assisted by his constant companion, Romantic Raymond.
Yes, my living lover, Romantic Raymond. Sorry, my friend Romantic Raymond.
Brilliant. What are you going to do? You're going to be bending down at 45?
Oh, I'll be bending at all sorts of angles. I'm going to bend at actually 45 degrees. What do you want, Raymond?
45 degrees.
All right, start your act then.
Well, I'll just explain. I'll be bending at 45 degrees and spitting 45p through a 45 RPM disc into a centimetre 45 bottle, whatever that might have made sense. It may or may not.
All right, then start your turn.
Oh,
Lowering
Raymond.
down. Lowering down to 45 degrees, romantic Raymond. Here he goes, right down. That's about 30, I think.
You hold the pace.
I got the B's there. I dropped the 1, 2. 45 B's there. I've dropped a couple. Lower! Lower! And he goes, oh, blimey. Sometimes it works. It wasn't that empty. Mr. 45 with romantic Raymond. It's all right, romantic. I no doubt we'll be seeing you at Margate the pantomime this year. Let's meet act number 5, Mr. Wobbly Hand. Brian Hood of Stenhouse Newer. No information on him. Apparently his wobbly hand is his life. Let's have a big round of applause for Mr. Wobbly Hand. Mr. Wobbly Hand. Well, now then, ladies and gentlemen, that was marvellous. Mr. Wobbly Hand finishing off some of those turns that we saw at Novelty Island. With a little bit of luck, if I get down here on the telephone... No, not that one. On the telephone now, I think we'd be able to get hold of a top celebrity. In fact, we might be able to get hold of Charles Darwin, who is on the other end of this line now. Come on, Charles. Come on, answer the phone, man. What did he do?
Hello? Hello? Scientific Research Vessel, the Beagle here, moored off the port of Honduras.
Wait a minute.
Sorry?
You're not Charles Darwin, aren't you? Ian Asprey out the cult.
Yes, sorry, didn't you want to speak to me?
No, I want your father, Charles Darwin.
Charles, it's for you.
And I think we can see the ship, the Beagle, there on the screen. Can we?
Ma'am, morning. Charles Darwin here.
Oh, Charles, marvellous to speak to you now, then. You've been watching the acts at Novelty Island tonight
I love the act.
via the gift of radar, and you're going to be selecting one of those acts tonight to be incorporated in your new revised edition of The Origin of Species, am I right?
That's correct, yes.
And which one have you selected?
Well, I'm going to choose the fellow with the wobbly hand.
Oh, brilliant! Well done indeed, Charles. Well, I'll probably have selected that one myself. Now then, Charles, now I've got you, before you go, can you tell us any interesting voyages you've been on recently? Charles Darwin, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, first I'll check the ice flush. Well done, Davy. Is it all right? Aye, it's lovely. You come on and explain to him what it's about. We are Davy and Donald Stott. I am Davy Stott. We are redundant. We're both redundant. But we now do magic and fun. He does the magic. No, I do the magic. You do magic, Davy. He does the laugh jokes. I do fun and that and all. Hey, Davy, why are you wearing a kilt? So I can say, Donald, where's your trousers? I've got them on, Dave. You see, you're always funny, I'll tell you. I didn't think that one through. Yeah, you mustn't know. Look, here's a better one, like, right? Talk about fat. It's brilliant for cooking with. I know it is. Oh, Davy, there's no funny about that. Well, you're more magic, see? I'll do the magic now. Everybody likes to see a bit of Rivita go near to Donald's face. All the ladies and gentlemen like to see Rivita really close to my face. Here's the magic trick with the Rivita. Oh, here we go then, Davy. It's magic Rivita behind the children's shroud. What is it? Oh, Davy, is that the real one, then? No, that cost about £100. I couldn't get hold of that. Oh, it looks pretty good, though. Now the Rivita will start to rise. My face is ready, Davy. It's ready to go near Donald's face. The ladies and gentlemen would like to see it go right close up closer. Now we'd like to play with... let's pushing us around. We'd like to play the generation game. Generation game. What have you got? Where are you, Davy? That shows aren't in fashion anymore. He's a funny fella, isn't he? Bring on the contestants, Les. The generation game. something like man. We're going to play the generation game. Game number 1, Davey. First game is pass the fat. Oh, wait, pass it. Well, yeah, pass it. Yeah. Pass it like you would at home, then. Hold it, man. This isn't... Let's start this through. You're a winner, all right, well done, lad. No, that wasn't that game. Game number 2 in the generation game. Oh, you have to guess what Donald had for his tea. It's spilled on his shirt. Have a look to see. He spilled on his shirt what he had for his tea. You have to guess. Oh, shit, you hold it, man. Oh, Davey, I didn't have any tea. Game number 3. You have to remember. Shut up. Yeah. Remember what Les has got on his back. You have to remember. Start remembering. Remember. Start remembering. Don't start first. Oh wait, no, you have to shout out what was remembering. Start remembering in your mind. Start remembering. That's a race detector. Shout it out, man.
Binoculars.
Cauliflower with a fork.
A Garfield. A cauliflower. Pink watering can. A package on the end.
Packet of Sago.
Yes, sort of pulses.
And the Garfield.
A Garfield. Is that the Garfield? The fork and the
things with those lights.
There's the cauliflower and the fork
The
counters
lights
too.
at the end.
Oh, the electric thing that you plug in with the dangly lights. The watering can.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, didn't we enjoy Donald and Davy Scott? I think we did. Now, if we look on the monitor here, I think we can see. Now, what do celebrities do in their spare time? In their leisure period, ladies and gentlemen, in the pastimes, what do celebrities do? I think we can take a look now. We say, oh, there's Egon Ronay. We did a bit of outdoor filming here, and Egon Ronay, he generally does this with Hugh Scully, but he wasn't available. Oh, he dresses up as a monk, you see, and runs into lampposts. There goes his hat. And there he goes, landing on the moon.
Really marvellous, isn't it?
Hey, blimey, it is marvellous. Who are these two now? Is it Simon and Garfunkel? What are they doing in the... Oh, no. Oh, it's Ben and Tracy out of Everything But the Girl. And they're shooting the wigs off Simon and Garfunkel's head. Isn't that terrific, lads? Well, that's marvellous. Celebrities in their spare time pastimes. We'll be taking a break now and having a look at a couple more celebrities after this break. We've got Miss World with a stick, and she's pointing. Oh, there's Rick Astley there. Oh, I see. She's laughing at a picture of a tractor. She's laughing at the funnel who's driving it. Isn't that? Oh no, he wants her to laugh at the funnel. No, she's insisting on laughing at the funnel who's driving it. There's a couple of rock miners. Now, what celebrity's hanging about with them? A couple of devil dogs. I wonder who's hanging about with them. Oh, it's Luther Vandross. And he's enjoying a slipper in a trough for his tea. Look at that. Oh, lovely. Lovely indeed. Luther Vandross enjoying a slipper with a couple of devil dogs. Well, those celebrities, the things they get up to in their spare time. Talking of celebrities, let's meet my good friend, celebrity, Elvis Presley, the little puppet. Not Elvis Presley, the real Elvis. No, Elvis Presley, the little puppet. Elvis is going to do his balancing act tonight. Are you ready, Elvis? And up we go. One-handed Elvis. Lewis, you little tinker. Isn't he brilliant? Well, those celebrities, they live the life of rarity, a life of ease. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's not as easy for everyone. A small 18th century Shropshire village. Men in dark cloaks parade neath troubled skies. The gallows creak uneasily, spitting forth the venom of a judicial system rank bent on bias and dogmatic prejudice. Reason leads to death. Truth holds no sway. Honesty is a curse. Magnets and junkets are held sacred. Rumours of a twisted chipmunk bent on tax evasion exercises the sinister minds of the despotic police. Rickets, illegitimacy and scurvy is the peasant's lot, whilst the rich grow fat on sexual gratification and arbitrary decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, those were the days. And what days they were. We will be recreating those days tonight as we enter the snack pot and crazy world of Judge Nutmeg in his court as we play That's Justice!
Before the twisted court of Judge Nutmeg, gather forth and give your attention. God bless Matt Bianco! What do we want? Justice! What are the charges? Trumped right up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Judge Nutmeg. Well, before we go any further, I think what we need, we want a defendant. We want a defendant, but before we go any further, we're going to bring on the Wheel of Justice. Bring on the Wheel of Justice, players. Here's the Wheel of Justice. What do we do with the Wheel of Justice? We comb its hair, and then we sing, spin, spin, spin the Wheel of Justice. See how fast the bastard turns. And look at some of those punishments on there tonight. Well, we've got a terrible scald from some boiling beer. We've got have the invasion of Pearl Harbor recreated in your hair. A lovely old reproduction badge. A week in a well with Helen Shapiro. Justice, and we want somebody to spin the Wheel of Justice, don't we? Just not make. We want a defendant. I need a defendant. We want a defendant, and we're going to go and get someone from over here. I'm going to get some. Well, Les, you go and get him. Fetch him for me. Fetch the man in the coloured shirt. Bring him down. You little tinker. What a tall tinker you are. You little creep. What's your name?
Paddy.
Pardon? Paddy?
Yeah, Paddy.
Paddy? Paddy what? Ashdown? Any criminal stuff?
It's all gonna come up.
What a little liar! What a little cheat you are! Come close to me, Paddy.
In 1970, contrary to all laws of common decency...
Not so close, Paddy.
He fannied about on a yacht wearing mid-year as deodorant.
Why?
In 1986, with a devil-may-care attitude and a recklessness bordering on the cavalier, attempted to make Rivita an acceptable form of correspondence.
What are
you? You live a tributary. You shall us stream of no bounty.
Now, what we want you to do is spin the Wheel of Justice. Get your hand on that wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cry out. Spin, spin, spin the Wheel of Justice. See how fast the basket turns. What is it? It is 1 year's community service sellotaped to a bear. I'm going to sellotape you to that in a moment. But I tell you what now then, I tell you what, Paddy. I'm going to give you the option of getting out of this.
No.
There's a get out clause. You don't need to do it. Answer me this simple question. Top film star Kirk Douglas is a man. Can you give me the name of a woman?
Helen Shapiro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. It's Eartha Kitt. Right, Log. Which means that you get sellotape to the bed. I mean, give me the sellotape. Where's it gone? Back to back, and away we go with the sellotape. Hey! Bye, Jingo won't turn me, that. There we are, take him away, let's take him away. There's Paddy and he's sellotape to a bear. What do we want? We've got it, we got Spurious tonight. Let's get Spurious.
Well, anyway, I say you didn't squeeze the spot.
I told you not to mention it.
Well, listen, it's nearly the end of the show. You want to mention it, you couldn't lie.
Well, then he nearly did let it lie.
Couldn't let it lie.
I nearly did let it lie.
Couldn't you? Couldn't let it lie.
Ah, you squeezed the spot.
Yes.
All right, on.
You can go now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to finish the evening. Thank you for spending some time with me, Vic Reeves, and with the Vic Reeves Orchestra. I'd like to finish off with a tender song, ladies and gentlemen, for you. Oh, Mr. Songwriter, write me a song on your trumpet, make it a good song, so that everyone in the world can sing along, yeah. Oh, Mr. Painter, something is on the top. Oh, Mr. Carpenter, knockers of a chair out of wood, make it comfortable yet attractive, so that the old people in the world can have a good sit down. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me, Vic Reeves, tonight. What's on the end of his stick? It's a bit of wax with a picture of Graham Hunter, is it? Oh, Mr. Weaver, weave me a tapestry with your golden twine. Oh, make it thick and woolly, baby, so that everyone in the world can sleep in peace. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Can